More cases of liver toxicity. What's happening, guys? Hope your day is going well. Today is an information video. So we're going to talk about a little information that I kind of came across, and it made me think a little further that I wanted to deliver some information for you guys, because naturally I do these things. Like, I think about these things, and I want to talk about what to look for when you're taking your supplements, because basically we're consuming pre-workouts, we're consuming greens formulas, we're consuming herbs and mushrooms and all kinds of different things. So I just want to give you guys a few things to actually think about when you're buying the products. If you're new to the channel and you like stuff like that, hit the subscribe button. Love to have you along for the ride. So this is just me talking to you guys straight out, just telling you what I found out. So I found out that there's been 10 cases, 10 more cases, the way they described it. They didn't give an amount of how many other cases, but when they're saying 10 more, that means that there's been quite a few other cases of liver toxicity among those taking turmeric powder. And the main reason why is because they're taking like the whole powder. Instead of taking or looking for turmeric as an extracted form with coumarin, I think is what it's called, which is the active ingredient in turmeric. And I'm not making this a turmeric video. I want to talk about everything we take, basically, because we have greens formulas that have heavy metals and contaminants. We have other herbs. We have mushrooms that can have contaminants in it. We have protein powders that we're taking, Ace K and all these other things. These are all things that can damage our liver. And this liver toxicity thing, when it gets really bad, can shut your body down. I mean, one case, some lady was peeing black, so her urine was black. It could be very, very harsh. I want you guys to be healthy and have these things in your mind as far as your pre-workouts, all this stuff. And if you're a pre-workout fanatic, you don't take anything else, you think about this. Choline. If you consume choline on a daily basis, which is in every pre-workout, over 500 milligrams a day, studies have shown that it creates liver toxicity. So all these aspects of our supplementation we're unaware of because we take a lot of things for granted. We take the idea that some of the companies we're dealing with are everything's pure, but these companies go to a certain manufacturer. There are some companies out there that really hone in to the best manufacturers. For instance, Panda goes to probably the most well-known high-end manufacturers for greens. So they go there because they're not going to have any problems, and they know that they're taking care of their customers. Not everybody goes to the same manufacturer. So we need to be aware of what to look at for on a label. So on a label, when you're looking at ingredients, especially when it comes to herbs, you want to make sure it's got the extracted form of the herb, because the herb is not what's giving you the health. It's what's in the herb. And there's always something in the herb like ashwagandha has withanolides in it. So you want to make sure when you see ashwagandha on a label that it says extracted to 3%, 5%, whatever, of withanolides. When you see an extracted form of a plant or an herb, then you know it's been purified and it's been broken down and it's been centered into delivering and focusing on just getting as much as that one ingredient without everything else in the plant. I just hit my mic. Hope that it didn't come through. So that's what you want to look for. You want to look for extracted forms of herbs. I've never seen mushrooms with extracted forms, but I would love to see some kind of potency reading on those, because you're going to get heavy metals and contaminants with mushrooms too. So be careful with your lion's mane and everything else you're consuming, especially if you're doing large dosages of it. Choline, like I said in pre-workouts, if your diet consists of like egg yolk. So if you have 3 egg yolks a day, you're almost getting your low-end daily allowance of choline. So when you see a pre-workout that's got 800 milligrams of alpha GPC, on top of that, 1,000 milligrams of choline bitartrate, and then some other choline source, you got to think, do I want to take this thing every single day? Or if I want to take this thing every single day because it makes me feel good, how can I protect myself? And I'm going to tell you guys what I do. These are all the things that I look at, and I've always looked at. I'm reviewing all these things. I don't willy-nilly just take all this without feeling like I'm taking something to protect myself. And the one thing that I take to protect myself is NAC. And I'm going to do some shorts on NAC because there's been multiple studies on NAC as far as removing heavy metals, repairing the liver, lowering liver enzymes. I mean, heck, they use NAC in the hospital for acetaminophen, Tylenol toxicity. Sorry about that. And that's how they actually bring the liver enzymes down, and they break down that, it breaks down into a chemical in the liver, and NAC actually goes in and gets that chemical out of the liver, then rejuvenates and lowers the enzymes. And it's been shown over and over again. That's why the medical community wanted to come in and take NAC off the market and make it a prescription, because they know they can make some money off of it. So it's a fabulous ingredient for removing heavy metals. It has neurotropic benefits to it. It increases glutathione in the liver. And glutathione is our main cleanser of the body. It's our main antioxidant. Super powerful. And that diminishes from us taking all these chemicals in. So we can be taking mushrooms and contaminants in our body, and it diminishes the amount of glutathione in there because all that stuff gets into the liver and it's working overtime. And then also stress can do that. Prescription drugs can do that. All kinds of different things can lower your glutathione levels, and they need to be kept up. And NAC is one thing that I turn for. I have it in a cupboard. I take at least 500 milligrams a day. Sometimes I do 1200 milligrams a day. It just depends on how stressful my day is. And I space that 1200 milligrams out into 2 dosages. So I'll take 500 or 600 in the morning, and then if I remember, or if I feel like the day was harsh, I'll take another 600 later on in the day. So that's one way, or one thing you can, if you decide to. I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you what I do. Protect yourself. So first, look at labels. Make sure you're looking at extracts. Do not buy a whole powder herb. If you're buying a greens formula, look for a greens formula like We Go Home Sups has, where they have patented forms of greens formulas. You're getting less contaminants. I'm not saying you're not going to get any, but you're getting less contaminants in that type of a thing. And choline. We're taking memory formulas of choline. We're taking pre-workouts with choline. I got nothing against choline, but don't take it every freaking single day, because you don't know what's going on the inside of your body, and you might not be exerting symptoms on any of this stuff right now, but you can't see your liver. If you keep consuming this stuff, then find some way to protect yourself, to get the heavy metals out, to protect your liver. I don't care if it's milk thistle, which is something that's usually used to maintain a healthy liver, or if it's NAC, or if it's TUDCA. But any of those ingredients that I just named, those 3, have been shown to help with the liver. So I just wanted to do this quick little video for you guys. I want you guys to be healthy, and I've been doing these reviews for a long time, and I've experienced things. That's why I look at things. I do supplement with these other things, and I'm concerned about my own health. So I'm concerned about yours. So this is Dave. I'm going to sign off now. If you do have any questions, leave them down below in the comments. If you have some experiences or some knowledge on liver cleansers or anything like that, to where you've noticed a really good source of this or that just because of the ingredient profile, put it down below so people can see when they come see this video. It does help the community here on my channel to decide what they're going to purchase and how they're going to invest their money for their workout needs, their muscle needs, and more importantly, their health needs. So we'll see you next time on the channel.